explaining to you that you need to adapt, okay? And you need to change your mindset from being an order taker to becoming a strategic partner. Okay? The transition from executing tasks to providing strategic value to your clients. For you to be able to make sure that you will thrive as a VA, as a freelancer, because as a freelancer, this is a business. And if this is not something that you think that you can pursue long term, that's okay. Okay? This is not everybody's cup of tea. Cup of tea. So if you think na nahihirapan ka sa corporate job mo right now, I swear mas mahihirapan ka dito. Okay? Because when you decide to be a full-time freelancer, ikaw ang bahala sa invoice, ikaw ang bahala sa lahat. 'Di ba? Comparing sa corporate 'yon, papasok ka, you would have kahit tamad ka lang, alam mo 'yon, you would get paid. Pero dito kapag tinamad ka, there would be no business. 'Di ba kapag hindi ka nag-generate ng leads, hindi ka nag-apply and nag-submit ng application or hindi ka nag-reach out sa another client, kapag nag-end yung contract mo dito, wala na. Eh kapag sa corporate, I'm not saying na hindi maganda na magstay sa corporate, but there are really people that thrive as an employee and talaga nagpo-progress sila sa career nila. Okay? And if you are that type of person, then good for you. Okay? You don't need to feel pressure from the society na kailangan mo mag-create ng business mo. Because iba-iba po tayo. But if you are someone that feels deep down that there is something big that is meant for you, then go ahead and finish this training. Okay? Because the employee mindset is so different from an entrepreneur mindset. Now, let's go back to when you begin, let's say, your VA or your freelance career. Diba? You are an order taker. At least to some extent, you should be if you want to be successful kasi you don't have a lot of real world experience yet. Diba? So it's at this stage na you're still learning. So number one, I want you to stay as an order taker. Okay? But staying as an order taker doesn't have a certain level of appeal. Kasi after all, you don't subject yourself to any perceived risk. You're doing exactly what you're told. Now, doing what you're told and just following orders could feel like an act of service. Kasi the intent is really good. You just want to help get what other people feel like they need. Okay? Hindi ka na umaarte pa. Hindi ka you're not breaking any status quo. But what's wrong with that? On the surface, absolutely nothing. Walang masama doon. If you want to just continue following instruction. But I want you to consider this other angle. If you dig deeper and you position yourself to have more of a strategic partner mindset, dun talaga makikita yung true act of service. Kasi it takes way more effort. 'Di ba? It involves more risk. But sometimes kasi yung service and yung growth mo mismo, it requires degrees of risk. 'Di ba? Kahit naman sa corporate life eh. If you want to be promoted, 'di ba, you would go the extra mile, you would do the extra mile. Magpapabibo ka. And that is the same concept here. Na hindi nag-end doon na kapag binigyan ka ng task, yun na yun. If you really want to have higher rate for your next client, then start doing something that you haven't done before. Katulad nung ginawa ko sa akin. Nagsimula ako sa mga Canva templates, but then sabi ko, shucks, I want to get paid more. So I started incorporating and learning about caption writing. Okay? And then sa susunod na client ko, o kaya ko na mag-create ng graphics and kaya ko na din mag-caption. And alam ko na mag-schedule. So parang feeling ko, oh my gosh, that's a package. 'Di ba? So mas mataas na yung rate ko. Mas mataas na yung monthly package na binigay ko sa kanya. So that is what I mean. Now, if you are parang nahihirapan ka pa on paano nga ba? Paano po yun? Paano ko malalaman if I am an order taker or a strategic partner?